I went on the App Store and downloaded some digital vision boards, and these vision boards helped me put together images. So I find images of the things that I want to achieve, and then I put them there. Then I talk about the goals, the actions that I need to take to be able to achieve those things. And it means you're able to set affirmations, you're able to set reminders, and this is just great. So for me, it's just being able to remind myself. So each time I see a reminder from the app, or I open the app, I see a visual representation of what I want to achieve this year. Hello Achiever, hello darlings, hello my friends, happy new year. I am super excited about this year, and this year I want us to win together. Last year was one hell of a year. It was one hell of a year. I can't even begin to tell you the kind of year I had. I'm grateful for life, I'm grateful for everything, but it was one difficult year. I don't think I've had a difficult year like 2023. It was challenging on so many different fronts, and I'm really excited about this new year, and I'm really pumped about this new year. And this year I want us to win together, which is why I'm making this video, to share with you all of the things that I have decided to do and the things that I know would serve me and you. And so I'm not going to share with you anything that I'm not going to be doing myself. And I'm super excited about this year. I'm excited about everything that you and I can achieve together. And it doesn't matter when you're watching this video, whether it's in the middle of the year, you can still apply these things or these steps or these suggestions to make sure that you have a great year and you're able to achieve your goals. So hi, if you're new here, I'm Z, and on this channel I share a lot of useful information on education and self-improvement. So you're welcome to the family. I'm always excited to hear from you. So if you have any questions, any thoughts at all, please leave them in the comment section. I'm super excited to hear from you, and make sure you subscribe to join the family. So this year, what are we doing? I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things. I really sat down and reflected on this, and I'm like, this is going to be really useful if you want to win in 2024, even if you're watching this video in 2025. Whichever year you're watching this, it's going to be useful. This is going to be really useful, and I'm going to dive straight to it. The first thing, and I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things that you should bear in mind. The first thing is reflect and adjust. So if you want to make this year the great year for you, the first thing that I am doing is to think about my life, think about the previous year, think about the things that I have been doing, thinking about my values and things that I can change. Are there things that I used to do that do not serve me or did not serve me? Are there people I used to hang around that did not serve me? Are there values I used to live by that did not serve me? It's time for you to reflect and adjust. And I think it's really important for you to reflect and think about things that you did that you can improve on, and things that you did that you need to stop doing. Basically things like, do you wake up early? What is your routine like? Do you want to set a routine around being productive? So just reflect on that. And I think for me, just reflecting on, for instance, the time that I wake up and put in steps to make sure that I wake up earlier than I typically do is something that I'm working on, and I am beginning to be very intentional about. So please reflect. The next thing you have to do if you want this year to be good for you, and I pray and hope that it's great and good for you and for all of us, is to make sure that you write down your goals. And this is probably cliche, but it is really true. Towards the end of 2023, I started writing down my tasks, things that I had to do, and just the little things. It's easy for you to underestimate how these things can serve you. So I started writing down my goals and daily tasks that I want to achieve, and it's important to do that. And one of the things that I know I did also, I started last year, which my therapist helped me do, was to she actually recommended setting a reminder on my phone to remind me, for instance, at 3 p.m. every day, to go back to my list, look at the things that I've done and the things that I haven't done yet, and come back to working on them and make sure that I work on them. So basically what I'm saying is that write down goals, and there's a second part to this, and that is to make them visual. And I have never had a vision board. I know that a lot of people talk about vision boards, and I never really paid attention to them. There are times that I really thought about getting them, but just thinking about having to go get a board, get maybe a magazine and carve out things from them and just paste them, it just seemed like a lot of work, which shouldn't be. I mean, if it's for your goals, right? But that's how I felt about them. So I went on the App Store and downloaded some digital vision boards, and these vision boards helped me put together images. So I find images of the things that I want to achieve, and then I put them there. Then I talk about the goals, the actions that I need to take to be able to achieve those things. And it means you're able to set affirmations, you're able to set reminders, and this is just great. So for me, it's just being able to remind myself. So each time I see a reminder from the app, or I open the app, I see a visual representation of what I want to achieve this year, and that's really good for me. One thing that I always say about goals is I tend to like to have major goals. So I recommend having major goals. You can have at least 3 goals. So it can be maybe 3 big goals, and then you cut it down during the year. So maybe if you want to say this year you want to be able to get a scholarship, that's one big goal. The second is that you want to work on your fitness, become very healthy, or work on how you're able to be active, or the way you look, right? That could be a major goal. The third goal could be maybe you want to increase your income. So these are major goals that you can work around. So that's one thing I recommend that you do, which is the second thing, having big goals. Number 3 is health and well-being. I am so pumped up about my health and well-being, and I am not saying I am perfect in this area. One of the things I really want to do this year is to be healthier and to be more active, and to really ensure that I take the time to love myself in a very practical way, through exercise, through eating healthier food. And I know that it's not something I can do 24/7. I would also I've recently started cooking different kinds of meals. So if you know, I'm Ghanaian, and a lot of our food is very healthy, but also there's a lot of carbohydrates, oil, depending on what you cook. So I'm learning to be more intentional about what I have for breakfast, what I have for lunch, how I balance them out, what I'm having as a main meal of the day. Do I really need to eat? Am I really hungry? How much do I need to eat? You know, and just being active. If I'm gonna probably, maybe if you don't go to the gym, one of the things you can do is to have home workouts. I go to the gym, but I don't go to the gym all the time, and on days that I don't go to the gym, I still am able to do my home workouts. Go on YouTube, you find lots of workouts, you find dance workouts, you find all of these beautiful things that can help you work out. I don't work out every day. I wish I could, and I want to work on that, and I'm working on that, but I just want to be active and be healthy. So please prioritize your health and well-being. Let's do that in 2024. The next thing is curiosity. Curiosity, when I say curiosity, I'm not saying going to meddle in other people's business. I'm talking about curiosity about what's going on in the world, curiosity about learning new things, curiosity about how to do new things. And personally, when it comes to what's happening in the world, I know there's so much going on, and I tend to be very intentional about how I expose myself to the information. So there are days that I just don't, also because I know how depressing it can be when I read about certain things. So it's also just being aware of how you react and how your body and mind receive this information, and how you want to be able to manage that. But also curiosity in the sense of reading, curiosity in the sense of just learning new things, even if it's just reading one news item in a day, just keeping yourself updated. Even if it's not a news item, just looking up new words that, like, you hear a word, look it up and just keep it on your phone. So what I do these days is, when I hear a new word, I search for it and I keep it open on my phone. Maybe if I search for it on Google Chrome, I don't close it immediately because I'm likely to forget, and then I see it a few more times, and then I then know the word before I close it. So it's just being curious about learning new things and just trying to, yeah, just be able to, and that also helps you challenge yourself. It helps you expand the knowledge you have on things, and also be able to engage actively in conversations. So curiosity and learning, it's great. The next thing for me is also how you present yourself, hygiene wise, how you take care of yourself, how you present yourself, cleanliness, and also just presentation. And that's also really important. And there's this thing that, you know, it's cliche when they say dress how you want to be addressed, but it's true. So I think this is just straightforward. Make sure that you take care of yourself, keep your hygiene on point, keep your presentation on point, and just look good and smell good and feel good. I think boundaries are absolutely important, especially if you want to be able to protect your sanity and make sure that you are not held behind. And even the best of us sometimes lose a firm grip on this, and sometimes we lose the ability to be able to enforce boundaries. I'm a work in progress in this regard, but then again, I think to an extent I'm also very fortunate to be able to maintain boundaries sometimes. So for me, I think it's something that I really want to work on a lot more this year, and it's just being able to be intentional about who you allow into your space and what you allow into your space. So it's absolutely important to maintain boundaries that would not distract you from what you really want to achieve, boundaries that would not affect your mental health, boundaries that would not just affect you in a way that you cannot focus on the things you want to achieve. And personally, I feel like this is something that affected me in the early parts of 2023, and it's really reminded me on why we need boundaries. So please make sure you enforce boundaries. The final thing I want to say is that make time to play. Just don't focus on trying to achieve things. Also focus on giving yourself grace, focus on giving yourself the opportunity to explore things, to dance, to see new things, meet new people. Just make time for play, whatever play means to you, in a very reasonable, healthy, and proper manner, I guess. So this is what I really hope to do this year, and I'm hoping that we are able to really win together. What are your resolutions? What new things are you doing this year? What are you improving on? Please be kind enough and share in the comment section. I would really love to hear that. And if you think that this video has been useful to you and you would want someone else to hear it, kindly share it with someone else. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and also like this video to support the sister out. I would really appreciate that. And check out my self-improvement playlist on my channel to find a lot of useful content on self-improvement. On this channel I share a lot of great content on self-improvement and education, so don't miss out on that. I wish you the very best of this year. Happy New Year. Make sure you win. I wish you the best. Lots of love. Bye.